Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video I will be joined in a few minutes by my lovely non-keto wife Terry as we try out 3 keto-friendly brownie mixes. So for each of these brownie mixes, I will run through the nutritional information and the ingredients. I will put it up on the screen here so you can read along if you'd like. Starting with Aviate. As prepared, each one of these mixes makes a 9-inch by 9-inch pan of brownies, 12 servings per pan. So consistent there. All right, moving on. Total fat per brownie. Well, first, total calories, 120. Total fat, 10 grams. Total carbs, 14 grams, of which 7 grams of that are dietary fiber, and 7 grams are erythritol for a net 0. And there is 4 grams of protein. In terms of ingredients, first ingredient is erythritol, followed by lupini bean flour, cocoa powder, chocolate chips, baking powder, sea salt, guar gum, monk fruit extract. Making this was super duper easy, just 2 large eggs, 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and 1 stick of melted butter. It mixed easily, there was no clumping. It was a fairly thick batter, and it cooked up nicely in about 35 minutes. Next up was Kiss My Keto. 120 calories per brownie. Total fat, 11 grams. Total carbohydrates, also 11 grams, of which 5 was dietary fiber, and 5 is allulose, so a net 1 gram of carbs per serving. 2 grams of protein. In terms of ingredients, number 1 ingredient is allulose, followed by soluble tapioca fiber, almonds, cocoa powder, medium chain triglycerides, gum acacia, sea salt, xanthan gum, monk fruit extract. In terms of preparation, same as the Aviate. You have the mix, 2 eggs, and 1 stick of melted butter. The batter, though, for this was quite a bit thinner than the Aviate batter, and it spread very nicely in the pan. Finally is the Swerve Sweets mix. I found this at the clearance section of my grocery store, so only $3.99. Pretty good deal on that. In terms of nutrition facts, 160 calories per bar, 13 grams of total fat. Total carbs, 16 grams, of which 3 grams is dietary fiber, 8 grams is erythritol for a net 5 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein. So these are the carbiest of the 3 bars. For ingredients, we have blanched almond flour, Swerve, which is erythritol, cocoa, tapioca starch, organic coconut flour, natural flavor, sea salt, and baking soda. In terms of preparation, you can either make this fudgy by using just 1 egg or more cake-like by using 2 eggs. I went with 2 eggs. 1/2 cup of oil. I decided to use MCT oil for a completely neutral flavor, and 1/2 cup of water, which I forgot to add. As a result, this batter was very thick and required a fair amount of spatulization to make it nice and level and even. So now that I've given you the rundown, it's time for the taste test. So I have my non-keto wife Terry here.
Hi.
And we are going to try out all 3 of those brownies. So I'm not telling you which is which.
Okay.
Not like you're going to care. But I'll let you pick which one you want.
The light, I'll go from light to dark.
Okay, so this one?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay. So after you try it, kind of give me your impressions of the flavor, texture.
Okay.
You know the drill.
This is good. It's plain, and it holds together good, and it's thicker, heavy. It's not a light brownie, but it's not heavy.
Yeah, it's not like fudge.
Fudge, no. But so yeah, it's middle row.
Yeah, I love the texture. I think it's really, really moist.
Yeah.
It's not moist. Crumbly. Sometimes you have brownies, they're kind of crumbly and they get in your throat and you're like, gollum.
Right, it needs
this was not, but it also, I didn't think it really brought a ton of chocolate flavor.
No, it's plain.
It was kind of plainish. Not,
I like it.
Not especially sweet, not especially chocolatey.
But good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the Kiss My Keto brand.
Okay. So then we'll go to this
Okay.
color.
Now this, I'm gonna tell you, I screwed up ever so slightly when I was making it. So we'll taste it and then I'll tell you what went wrong.
More chocolate flavor and just a little more crumbly, but not like crumbly, but less moisture. But still very good.
Yeah, I forgot to include a half a cup of water in this in addition to the oil. The other two mixtures didn't require water, so I kind of forgot about that. Oops.
Okay.
So that's why it's a little less moist. I think
Still
the taste,
moist though.
I think the taste reminds me a lot of chocolate cake.
Yeah. Just, perfect. You're right.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice balance of sweet, not too sweet, chocolate, not too chocolatey. This is the Swerve brand that I got on clearance at the grocery store. And lastly, here we go.
This looks good. It's good. Perfect consistency. Chocolate, just a little sweet. Yeah. Perfect texture.
These remind me the most of the ones your mom makes.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's missing is that dusting of powdered sugar on the top. But in a way that's good, because every time I try and eat one of those, I'm always inhaling as I bring it up, and I inhale a bunch of powdered sugar.
Yeah, so if you like more of the cake like this, that's how I like my brownie. This one is the winner, but I think the first one, if you like more of that fudgier, thickness of brownie. So everybody likes different kind of brownie.
Yeah, I think
That other one would be better.
This is my favorite from a chocolate standpoint. To me, because this tastes the most like the ones that your mom makes, is probably my favorite. And this is the Aviate brand.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I like all brownies, so they're all good. So.
Well, thank you for stopping by and helping out.
No problem, dear.
So before filming the intro and outro to this video, I tried each of these brownies one more time. And here are my impressions of them from least favorite to most favorite. And that said, all of them I felt were good. There's none of these that I felt were gross. Kind of like what was that one brand I did? There was some, if I figure out what it is, I'll link to it in the end card. But there was another brand that I did of brownies that were just awful. I had one and just threw out the pan. These, all good. So coming in third place was Swerve for me. I just felt that the erythritol, I got way too much of that cooling effect. It was the most cake tasting of the brownies. So if you like that flavor and you're not bothered by erythritol, it's solid. Number 2 was Kiss My Keto. I really, really like the texture on that. Very moist. Oh yeah, the texture was just top notch. The thing is, the chocolate flavor was really kind of mild on it. And my number 1 favorite out of all 3 was the Aviate. I felt this was the most well-rounded of all of the brownies. It had a nice moisture to it, and ultimately, like I mentioned in the review part with Terry, it reminded me of my mother-in-law's brownies, and that's what won me over. I will include links to all 3 of these brownie mixes down in the description below. The Aviate it might not be available until next week. It's being released very soon, that much I know, along with a pancake mix that I will be reviewing probably next week. And I may even give away some pancake mix and brownie mix. So if the link isn't there today as you're watching the video, come on back next week, it'll be there then. But I think that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please click that like button. If you're not a subscriber already, tap that subscribe button, then hit the bell to turn on all notifications. And lastly, if you'd like to help support the Serious Keto Test Kitchen, click that join button and see what memberships and perks are all about. Thanks for watching.